I will say this, if you're a Big 12 fan, you got to be pretty happy. After you lost Texas and Oklahoma, you were pretty much on life support. One of the biggest comeback stories ever, the Big 12 basically coming out of its own grave and establishing itself as what's likely going to be the premier second-tier conference in the new era of college football. And I'd say they did a pretty good job. I mean, you added Colorado, who was in the Big 12 before, obviously. You have Arizona, Arizona State, Utah. Utah especially is going to be a perfect football fit, in my opinion. They're a perfect cultural fit. They're going to be a great program to add, especially as long as Kyle Whittingham stays there. Utah immediately slides to the top tier of the conference. They're a team that can win the Big 12 year in and year out. You have U of A, Arizona. Football program hasn't been the greatest, but they have had flashes of good seasons in recent history. And their basketball program is a big part of this, obviously. The Big 12 is a premier basketball conference. They are undoubtedly the best basketball conference now. And I know this is college football podcast, but, basketball also has a little slice in the pie in this whole equation here. And Brett Yormark, he is a basketball guy. He definitely values basketball. And part of his vision of the new Big 12 is to have it as the premier basketball conference and to see if the Big 12 can leverage that in what has been a football-dominated media market. But from that angle, it's definitely a very good ad. And then you have Arizona State. Arizona State, right now, I wouldn't say that I am the biggest fan of their leadership, but it is undoubtedly a program that definitely has some upside here, and their program that has had some upside for some time now. I think a lot of people have said this. It's a program that has a huge enrollment, 70,000 students, if I'm not mistaken. I mean, they're 20 minutes down the street from where I live out here in Phoenix, and it's an attractive school. I mean, who wouldn't want to play there? Especially, there's a lot of off-the-field attractions as well that, could make it appealing to recruits. They definitely have the alumni network that could be leveraged to be a big player in NIL in the future. It's just a matter of, can Arizona State get the right leadership to drive that ship and be a program that can compete for Big 12 champions year in and year out? I think that is definitely the ceiling for Arizona State. So from that perspective, it is a good ad. The Big 12 now owns the state of Arizona. They have Arizona and Arizona State. They have the Territorial Cup. And, personally for me, I'm a Big 12 fan. I live in Arizona. This is fun for me. But, not a lot of people are going to see it that way. I know there's a lot of mixed feelings.